again. Well, as I said yesterday, we are going to correct the activities, okay? So the activity 2 on page 17, that is just you have to classify the different sentences in the different parts of the film review. So director Quentin Tarantino brought us another brilliant film, okay? It's just to open, okay? So this is the introduction of the film review. It's a very good introduction because here we are naming, okay, who the director is. Then it says the opening scene shows a happy family on holiday in Thailand moments before a terrible disaster. This is a summary, okay, of the plot. So this is the plot. So that's why it is in the body. Although it has weak moments, the film is highly entertaining. So because of that, there's an opinion. So we have here the closing. DiCaprio gives a brilliant performance as the young millionaire in The Great Gatsby. So this is the body, no? Because this is a brilliant performance, no? He's talking about the strong points of the film. Don't miss it, okay? It is also closing, no lo pierdas. This is based on the true story of a woman boxer. It is just to give you, as I said before, a general summary. So this is the opening. Well, let's continue. So in this one, what you have to do is just to match the different sentences. So in addition to her job, Maria must work in the evenings for extra money. Okay, so because of her, okay, we are referring to Maria. Besides the many moving moments, besides with S plus noun, cuando beside tiene una S, va seguido de nombre o de verbo en ing. There are some hilarious things. The use of 3D technology brings the fantasy to life. In addition, the whole cast is outstanding. Okay, so we are talking about the body. Okay, I want talking about the strong points. The director uses news report. Okay, this is not finished, as well as live broadcast from the period. Okay, so noun phrase as well as plus a noun phrase. The film, which is based on a true story, is also historically accurate. Okay, so we have to finish the sentence. Well, with respect to those ones, okay, so it's on activity 6. So we have to choose one or the other. Besides, as we said, it should be in here, so it's not possible, so that's why we use also. With respect to this one, so we have here a comma, so that's why we use moreover, because after that we have to use a noun phrase, so verb plus ing. In addition to, so verb plus ing, or noun, so in this case it's noun, so we use this one. We love the unforgettable soundtrack, as well as a noun phrase and noun phrase. Ok, besides, como he dicho antes, cuando lleva ese, lleva un noun, besides the excellent photography, and Jackson's directing excellent. In addition, comma, Freeman is perfect as Bilbo. Well, the sentences that we have to rephrase. So, Javi works very hard to help his parents. In addition, comma, he's also a good student. I am keen on ice cream. In addition, I'm keen on chocolate. I'm keen on ice cream as well on chocolate, okay? So we continue with the on. If you omit on, it's okay, okay? It's also correct the sentence. You are late again and you haven't brought your books. Okay, it's just to omit this part and you use and. In this case, we have to use not only but also, so there are two possible sentences. Not only is, okay, we say the auxiliary, the service at the restaurant excellent, but the food is also delicious. Or, in the middle, as this one, the service at the restaurant is not only excellent, but the food is also delicious. So here just we have to use and, no? So Jill is singing and Lou is playing the piano. In this case, one of them I think it was Dom, so I think it was this one. So I bought your CD, the CD you recommended, so with I we have to use however, okay? Because this one is plus a noun phrase or verb plus ing. So it's the same as here. So if we have of, is noun or verb plus ing, so that's why we use although. In this case, we have noun phrase, okay? Este es un noun phrase. So that's why we use in spite of. The winner managed to overcome his rival in spite, this one should be in spite of, in case, although he was stronger. Although, because we have a sentence. Most people keep using cars, although they cause much pollution. We don't have here punctuation, so that's why we use although. Here we have despite feeling, no? Because we have the verb plus ing, so that's why we use despite. Here we have punctuation, so that's why Bell has a terrible headache. However, he keep working. And here we have again ing, so it's despite. Okay, yeah, we have to finish the sentences, or let's complete the sentences, no? In this case, it's although, beginning of the sentence, comma, not plus ing, despite or in spite of. She's ill, she had to go to school, although she was ill, sorry. She had to go to school. Everybody knows he's a liar, comma, however, nevertheless, he's not dismissed. Beginning of a sentence, so although it was sunny, there was nobody at the beach. Thomas will do the job, no punctuation, although, or you could say, however, comma, he is in holiday. Despite and despite, arriving, ing, later, he finished work earlier than the others. Here we have comma, so the new waitress seems honest and intelligent, however, the boss doesn't like her. If you have whatever problem, please let me know, ¿ok? Si no entendéis por qué he puesto esto, es decir, cuando viene although se puede poner although o even though, cuando viene however se puede poner nevertheless, ¿vale? Siempre. Okay, let's continue. So in these sentences, what you have to do is just to rewrite the sentences having the same meaning, no? So that's why we can say, Pan was not feeling well, however, she went to school. Although, even though Pan was not feeling well, she went to school. In spite of not feeling well, ¿no? Tenemos el mismo sujeto en ambos. Uy, perdón, esto se ha colado. She went to school. Tom was seriously advised by his teacher. He insisted in disturbing. Although, even though Tom was seriously advised by his teacher, he insisted in disturbing. Tom was seriously advised by his teacher, however, he insisted in disturbing the class. And this sentence, okay, we can't use in spite or despite of. ¿Por qué? Porque tenemos dos sujetos diferentes. Este es Tom. Ah, no, sí, no, se podría usar, ¿vale? Es decir, quedaría así, perdón. Despite being seriously advised by his teacher, Tom insisted in disturbing. ¿Vale? Ponemos Tom para saber exactamente a quién se refiere ese he. Pero sí se podría usar, ¿vale? Porque es el mismo sujeto. I tried several times, but I couldn't find a taxi. Tenemos el mismo sujeto, por tanto, se puede hacer de muchas maneras. Although or even though I tried several times, I couldn't find a taxi. I tried several times, however, nevertheless, I couldn't find a taxi. Or, despite trying several times, I couldn't find a taxi. Despite or in spite of, ¿vale? No voy a poner las dos, pero sabéis que son las mismas. Although he felt tired, he stayed up to keep us company. In spite or despite of being tired, he stayed up to keep us company. He felt tired, however, he stayed up to keep us company. They didn't have much time, however, they came to visit. Mismo sujeto, pues podemos utilizar esto. No nos olvidamos del not, ¿vale? De la negación. Justamente después del conector. Despite in spite or despite not having much time, they came to visit us. Although they didn't have much money, they came to visit us. Ahora. He's old, but he still does gymnastics every morning. In spite of being old, ¿vale? Hablamos de una persona. He still does gymnastics every morning. Aunque es viejo, although he's old, he still does gymnastics every morning. Okay, although the shirts are very expensive, people buy them because they are trendy. En este caso no podemos poner in spite o despite of porque el sujeto este y este son diferentes. Por tanto, esto no se puede poner. The shirts are very expensive, however, people buy them because they are trendy. Although he had no qualifications for it, he got the job. And this case should be, despite not having qualifications for it, mismo sujeto, he got the job. He had no qualifications for it, however, he got the job. ¿Vale? Bueno, esto no lo dije ayer, pero aquí tenéis más ejercicios de connectors of addition and of contrast. Bye bye! Well, if you have any doubt, please let me know.